फाइदा लिइरहेको पनि छौँ। त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी एकदमै राम्रो हुन्छ अहिलेको जेनेरेसनमा। थ्याङ्क यू। हेलो, गुड आफ्टरनुन अल। मेरो नाम 𝗪𝗵𝘁 𝗢𝗂𝗍। हाल म दुबईमा छु। म कुनै एउटा कम्पनीमा कार्यरत भएर अहिलेसम्म बसिरहेको छु दुबईमा। र मेरो टपिक्स रहेको छ वाइ बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा किन ट्रेनिङ लिने भन्ने टपिक्समा म बोल्न गइरहेको छु। यसको एउटा मात्र होइन, धेरैवटा फाइदाहरू छ। किनकि अहिलेको जेनेरेसन भनेको अनलाइनको दुनियाँ छ। अहिलेको अनलाइन जेनेरेसनमा चाहिँ हामीले बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा ट्रेनिङ लिँदाखेरि धेरै फाइदाहरू लिन सकिन्छ। जस्तै घरमा बसी अनलाइनमा काम गरेर अनलाइनबाट पैसा कमाउने, हैन, धेरै सोर्स अफ इन्कमहरू छ। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीबाट हामीले ट्रेनिङ लिएर कार्य गर्दाखेरि एकदमै धेरै फाइदाहरू हुने गर्छ। जस्तै तपाईले डिजिटल मार्केटिङ भयो, अनलाइन मार्केटिङ भयो, तपाईको बिजनेस कोचहरू, ट्रेनिङहरू, धेरै कुराहरूबाट चाहिँ हामीले अहिले फाइदा लिन सकिरहन्छौँ। फाइदा लिइरहेको पनि छौँ। त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी एकदमै राम्रो हुन्छ अहिलेको जेनेरेसनमा। थ्याङ्क यू। हेलो, गुड आफ्टरनुन अल। मेरो नाम 𝗪𝗵𝘁 𝗢𝗂𝗍। हाल म दुबईमा छु। म कुनै एउटा कम्पनीमा कार्यरत भएर अहिलेसम्म बसिरहेको छु दुबईमा। र मेरो टपिक्स रहेको छ वाइ बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा किन ट्रेनिङ लिने भन्ने टपिक्समा म बोल्न गइरहेको छु। यसको एउटा मात्र होइन, धेरैवटा फाइदाहरू छ। किनकि अहिलेको जेनेरेसन भनेको अनलाइनको दुनियाँ छ। अहिलेको अनलाइन जेनेरेसनमा चाहिँ हामीले बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा ट्रेनिङ लिँदाखेरि धेरै फाइदाहरू लिन सकिन्छ। जस्तै घरमा बसी अनलाइनमा काम गरेर अनलाइनबाट पैसा कमाउने, हैन, धेरै सोर्स अफ इन्कमहरू छ। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीबाट हामीले ट्रेनिङ लिएर कार्य गर्दाखेरि एकदमै धेरै फाइदाहरू हुने गर्छ। जस्तै तपाईले डिजिटल मार्केटिङ भयो, अनलाइन मार्केटिङ भयो, तपाईको बिजनेस कोचहरू, ट्रेनिङहरू, धेरै कुराहरूबाट चाहिँ हामीले अहिले फाइदा लिन सकिरहन्छौँ। फाइदा लिइरहेको पनि छौँ। त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी एकदमै राम्रो हुन्छ अहिलेको जेनेरेसनमा। थ्याङ्क यू। हेलो, गुड आफ्टरनुन अल। मेरो नाम 𝗪𝗵𝘁 𝗢𝗂𝗍। हाल म दुबईमा छु। म कुनै एउटा कम्पनीमा कार्यरत भएर अहिलेसम्म बसिरहेको छु दुबईमा। र मेरो टपिक्स रहेको छ वाइ बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा किन ट्रेनिङ लिने भन्ने टपिक्समा म बोल्न गइरहेको छु। यसको एउटा मात्र होइन, धेरैवटा फाइदाहरू छ। किनकि मेरो नाम 𝗪𝗵𝘁 𝗢𝗂𝗍। जेनेरेसन भनेको हाल म दुबईमा छु। म कुनै एउटा कम्पनीमा अनलाइन कार्यरत जेनेरेसनमा चाहिँ बसिरहेको बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी। र मेरो टपिक्स रहेको छ वाइ बिजनेस। जस्तै घरमा बसी अनलाइनमा काम गरेर अनलाइनबाट पैसा कमाउने, हैन, धेरै सोर्स अफ इन्कमहरू छ। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीबाट हामीले ट्रेनिङ लिएर कार्य गर्दाखेरि एकदमै धेरै फाइदाहरू हुने गर्छ। जस्तै तपाईले डिजिटल मार्केटिङ भयो, अनलाइन मार्केटिङ भयो, तपाईको बिजनेस कोचहरू, ट्रेनिङहरू, धेरै कुराहरूबाट चाहिँ हामीले अहिले फाइदा लिन सकिरहन्छौँ। फाइदा लिइरहेको पनि छौँ। त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी एकदमै राम्रो हुन्छ अहिलेको जेनेरेसनमा। थ्याङ्क यू। हेलो गुड आफ्टरनुन अल। मेरो नाम 𝗪𝗵 𝗁𝗁। हाल म दुबईमा छु। म कुनै एउटा कम्पनीमा कार्यरत भएर अहिलेसम्म बसिरहेको छु दुबईमा। र मेरो टपिक्स रहेको छ वाइ बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा किन ट्रेनिङ लिने भन्ने टपिक्समा म बोल्न गइरहेको छु। यसको एउटा मात्र होइन, धेरैवटा फाइदाहरू छ। किनकि अहिलेको जेनेरेसन भनेको अनलाइनको दुनियाँ छ। अहिलेको अनलाइन जेनेरेसनमा चाहिँ हामीले बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा ट्रेनिङ लिँदाखेरि धेरै फाइदाहरू लिन सकिन्छ। जस्तै घरमा बसी अनलाइनमा काम गरेर अनलाइनबाट पैसा कमाउने हैन, धेरै सोर्स अफ इन्कमहरू छ। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीबाट हामीले ट्रेनिङ लिएर कार्य गर्दाखेरि एकदमै धेरै फाइदाहरू हुने गर्छ। जस्तै तपाईले डिजिटल मार्केटिङ भयो, अनलाइन मार्केटिङ भयो, तपाईको बिजनेस कोचहरू, ट्रेनिङहरू, धेरै कुराहरूबाट चाहिँ हामीले अहिले फाइदा लिन सकिरहन्छौँ, फाइदा लिइरहेको पनि छौँ। त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी एकदमै राम्रो हुन्छ अहिलेको जेनेरेसनमा। थ्याङ्क यू। हेलो गुड आफ्टरनुन अल। मेरो नाम 𝗪𝗵 𝗁𝗁। हाल म दुबईमा छु। म कुनै एउटा कम्पनीमा कार्यरत भएर अहिलेसम्म बसिरहेको छु दुबईमा। र मेरो टपिक्स रहेको छ वाइ बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा किन ट्रेनिङ लिने भन्ने टपिक्समा म बोल्न गइरहेको छु। यसको एउटा मात्र होइन, धेरैवटा फाइदाहरू छ। किनकि अहिलेको जेनेरेसन भनेको अनलाइनको दुनियाँ छ। अहिलेको अनलाइन जेनेरेसनमा चाहिँ हामीले बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा ट्रेनिङ लिँदाखेरि धेरै फाइदाहरू लिन सकिन्छ। जस्तै घरमा बसी अनलाइनमा काम गरेर अनलाइनबाट पैसा कमाउने हैन, धेरै सोर्स अफ इन्कमहरू छ। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीबाट हामीले ट्रेनिङ लिएर कार्य गर्दाखेरि एकदमै धेरै फाइदाहरू हुने गर्छ। जस्तै तपाईले डिजिटल मार्केटिङ भयो, अनलाइन मार्केटिङ भयो, तपाईको बिजनेस कोचहरू, ट्रेनिङहरू, धेरै कुराहरूबाट चाहिँ हामीले अहिले फाइदा लिन सकिरहन्छौँ, फाइदा लिइरहेको पनि छौँ। त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी एकदमै राम्रो हुन्छ अहिलेको जेनेरेसनमा। थ्याङ्क यू। हेलो गुड आफ्टरनुन अल। मेरो नाम 𝗪𝗵 𝗁𝗁। हाल म दुबईमा छु। म कुनै एउटा कम्पनीमा कार्यरत भएर अहिलेसम्म बसिरहेको छु दुबईमा। र मेरो टपिक्स रहेको छ वाइ बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा किन ट्रेनिङ लिने भन्ने टपिक्समा म बोल्न गइरहेको छु। यसको एउटा मात्र होइन, धेरैवटा फाइदाहरू छ। किनकि अहिलेको जेनेरेसन भनेको अनलाइनको दुनियाँ छ। अहिलेको अनलाइन जेनेरेसनमा चाहिँ हामीले बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा ट्रेनिङ लिँदाखेरि धेरै फाइदाहरू लिन सकिन्छ। जस्तै घरमा बसी अनलाइनमा काम गरेर अनलाइनबाट पैसा कमाउने हैन, धेरै सोर्स अफ इन्कमहरू छ। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीबाट हामीले ट्रेनिङ लिएर कार्य गर्दाखेरि एकदमै धेरै फाइदाहरू हुने गर्छ। जस्तै तपाईले डिजिटल मार्केटिङ भयो, अनलाइन मार्केटिङ भयो, तपाईको बिजनेस कोचहरू, ट्रेनिङहरू, धेरै कुराहरूबाट चाहिँ हामीले अहिले फाइदा लिन सकिरहन्छौँ, फाइदा लिइरहेको पनि छौँ। त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी एकदमै राम्रो हुन्छ अहिलेको जेनेरेसनमा। थ्याङ्क यू। हेलो गुड आफ्टरनुन अल। मेरो नाम 𝗪𝗵 𝗁𝗁। हाल म दुबईमा छु। म कुनै एउटा कम्पनीमा कार्यरत भएर अहिलेसम्म बसिरहेको छु दुबईमा र मेरो टपिक्स रहेको छ वाइ बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा किन ट्रेनिङ लिने भन्ने टपिक्समा म बोल्न गइरहेको छु। यसको एउटा मात्र होइन, धेरैवटा फाइदाहरू छ, किनकि अहिलेको जेनेरेसन भनेको अनलाइनको दुनियाँ छ। अहिलेको अनलाइन जेनेरेसनमा चाहिँ हामीले बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा ट्रेनिङ लिँदाखेरि धेरै फाइदाहरू लिन सकिन्छ। जस्तै घरमा बसी अनलाइनमा काम गरेर अनलाइनबाट पैसा कमाउने हैन, धेरै सोर्स अफ इन्कमहरू छ। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीबाट हामीले ट्रेनिङ लिएर कार्य गर्दाखेरि एकदमै धेरै फाइदाहरू हुने गर्छ। जस्तै तपाईले डिजिटल मार्केटिङ भयो, अनलाइन मार्केटिङ भयो, तपाईको बिजनेस कोचहरू, ट्रेनिङहरू, धेरै कुराहरूबाट चाहिँ हामीले अहिले फाइदा लिन सकिरहन्छौँ, फाइदा लिइरहेको पनि छौँ। त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी एकदमै राम्रो हुन्छ अहिलेको जेनेरेसनमा। थ्याङ्क यू। हेलो, गुड आफ्टरनुन अल। मेरो नाम रोनिस छेत्री। हाल म दुबईमा छु। म कुनै एउटा कम्पनीमा कार्यरत भएर अहिलेसम्म बसिरहेको छु दुबईमा र मेरो टपिक्स रहेको छ वाइ बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा किन ट्रेनिङ लिने भन्ने टपिक्समा म बोल्न गइरहेको छु। यसको एउटा मात्र होइन, धेरैवटा फाइदाहरू छ, किनकि अहिलेको जेनेरेसन भनेको अनलाइनको दुनियाँ छ। अहिलेको अनलाइन जेनेरेसनमा चाहिँ हामीले बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा ट्रेनिङ लिँदाखेरि धेरै फाइदाहरू लिन सकिन्छ। जस्तै घरमा बसी अनलाइनमा काम गरेर अनलाइनबाट पैसा कमाउने हैन, धेरै सोर्स अफ इन्कमहरू छ। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीबाट हामीले ट्रेनिङ लिएर कार्य गर्दाखेरि एकदमै धेरै फाइदाहरू हुने गर्छ। जस्तै तपाईले डिजिटल मार्केटिङ भयो, अनलाइन मार्केटिङ भयो, तपाईको बिजनेस कोचहरू, ट्रेनिङहरू, धेरै कुराहरूबाट चाहिँ हामीले अहिले फाइदा लिन सकिरहन्छौँ, फाइदा लिइरहेको पनि छौँ। त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी एकदमै राम्रो हुन्छ अहिलेको जेनेरेसनमा। थ्याङ्क यू। हेलो, गुड आफ्टरनुन अल। मेरो नाम रोनिस छेत्री। हाल म दुबईमा छु। म कुनै एउटा कम्पनीमा कार्यरत भएर अहिलेसम्म बसिरहेको छु दुबईमा र मेरो टपिक्स रहेको छ वाइ बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा किन ट्रेनिङ लिने भन्ने टपिक्समा म बोल्न गइरहेको छु। यसको एउटा मात्र होइन, धेरैवटा फाइदाहरू छ, किनकि अहिलेको जेनेरेसन भनेको अनलाइनको दुनियाँ छ। अहिलेको अनलाइन जेनेरेसनमा चाहिँ हामीले बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा ट्रेनिङ लिँदाखेरि धेरै फाइदाहरू लिन सकिन्छ। जस्तै घरमा बसी अनलाइनमा काम गरेर अनलाइनबाट पैसा कमाउने हैन, धेरै सोर्स अफ इन्कमहरू छ। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीबाट हामीले ट्रेनिङ लिएर कार्य गर्दाखेरि एकदमै धेरै फाइदाहरू हुने गर्छ। जस्तै तपाईले डिजिटल मार्केटिङ भयो, अनलाइन मार्केटिङ भयो, तपाईको बिजनेस कोचहरू, ट्रेनिङहरू, धेरै कुराहरूबाट चाहिँ हामीले अहिले फाइदा लिन सकिरहन्छौँ, फाइदा लिइरहेको पनि छौँ। त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी एकदमै राम्रो हुन्छ अहिलेको जेनेरेसनमा। थ्याङ्क यू। हेलो, गुड आफ्टरनुन अल। मेरो नाम रोनिस छेत्री। हाल म दुबईमा छु। म कुनै एउटा कम्पनीमा कार्यरत भएर अहिलेसम्म बसिरहेको छु दुबईमा र मेरो टपिक्स रहेको छ वाइ बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा किन ट्रेनिङ लिने भन्ने टपिक्समा म बोल्न गइरहेको छु। यसको एउटा मात्र होइन, धेरैवटा फाइदाहरू छ। किनकि अहिलेको जेनेरेसन भनेको अनलाइनको दुनियाँ छ। अहिलेको अनलाइन जेनेरेसनमा चाहिँ हामीले बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीमा ट्रेनिङ लिँदाखेरि धेरै फाइदाहरू लिन सकिन्छ। जस्तै घरमा बसी अनलाइनमा काम गरेर अनलाइनबाट पैसा कमाउने हैन, धेरै सोर्स अफ इन्कमहरू छ। बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटीबाट हामीले ट्रेनिङ लिएर कार्य गर्दाखेरि एकदमै धेरै फाइदाहरू हुने गर्छ। जस्तै तपाईले डिजिटल मार्केटिङ भयो, अनलाइन मार्केटिङ भयो, तपाईको बिजनेस कोचहरू, ट्रेनिङहरू, धेरै कुराहरूबाट चाहिँ हामीले अहिले फाइदा लिन सकिरहन्छौँ, फाइदा लिइरहेको पनि छौँ। त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी एकदमै राम्रो हुन्छ अहिलेको जेनेरेसनमा। थ्याङ्क यू। Hello, good afternoon all.
10 habits of highly successful people. Why are some people more successful than the others? You see, you don't decide your future, you decide your habits, and your habits decide your future. No one succeeds overnight and no one fails overnight. Success is nothing more than a sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Today I want to share with you the 10 successful habits that I have learned and developed over the years. Habit number 1, successful people take 100% responsibility for their own life. You see, I was struggling. I was in my 20s. I had just failed my 13th businesses. I had started and failed at 13 businesses. And back then I was lost. And I was blaming everything else. And when I met my first mentor, Alan, when he sat down with me, and he asked me the question, Dan, what's not working? I said, everything is not working, right? I'm not making enough money, right? I'm in debt, I have all these failures, I don't understand, customers are so cheap, the government, I don't know why, right? The tax so high, everything, and the economy is bad, and I was just pointing fingers at everyone else. I wasn't taking responsibility for my own life. And my mentor, Alan, said to me, unless when it comes to sales, when it comes to closing, there are words that you want to use to close, to sell more of your products and services. And there are words that you absolutely want to avoid. Today, I want to teach you something very, very practical. I'm going to teach you 27 words that you want to avoid in sales. Here we go. Number 1, to be honest with you. Have you ever heard of that one before from a salesperson? Comment below. Just to be honest with you. Right, this is the best prize that we can give you. To be honest with you, or we never give this deal to anybody else. Now what happens is, right after usually to be honest with you, what you're telling the prospect is, well, all the conversation you've had up to this point is a lie, right? Because to be honest with you, it means what? You have not been honest with me this whole time, right? You've been lying to me, is this what it is? Or how about this one? To be frank with you. It's the same idea. Or means that you have not been upfront with me, you have not been frank with me this whole time, the last 2 hours, the last 1 hour, or since I've known you, is that what it is? Don't use that word. Number 2, trust me. Have you ever heard of that one? Just trust me on this. Yeah, this is a great deal. Just trust me, man. Trust me. Usually when people have to say, oh, trust me, do you trust them? No, right? It's like, yeah, I'm a Christian, just trust me. It is such a bad word to use. If you want someone to trust you, and if you're trustworthy, do you have to tell people, trust me? No, because your action speaks louder than your words. Your action will show through. Your action will demonstrate if a prospect or someone should trust you or not. So don't use those words. Don't use trust me. Here's another one. Sorry to bother you. Sorry to bother you. Then why the hell are you bothering me? If you feel so sorry about it, just don't bother me in the first place. Sometimes I get these phone calls. Oh, sir, sorry to bother you. Then don't call me. Don't bother me. Like, hang up. Why are you calling me in the first place? Why are you bothering me in the first place? Why are you wasting my time? Before you do anything, when it comes to closing and sales, usually the prospect has the power. The closer, the salesperson doesn't have the power. In order to close, in order to be more effective as a closer, you want to flip the table around, right? There's always one party that has the higher status than the other party. You want to level them up, right? The minute you are apologizing, before you say anything, before you propose anything, before you give them any solutions, before you find out if you can help them or not, oh, sorry to bother you. See how that immediately puts you at a lower status. You don't want to do that. So don't use sorry to bother you. Don't have to apologize for what you sell. Don't have to apologize what you can bring to the table. Don't have to apologize if you're going to offer them something. Why? If you believe in what you do, don't apologize. Your time as a closer is just as valuable as the prospect. Just because they give you money, just because they would transact with you, doesn't mean that your time is not valuable. People only buy from you because you could help them solve a problem. That your product or service could help them solve a problem. That's it, right? It's a value and money exchange. You're not begging. You don't need to be apologizing for anything. Another one.
Doctors, nurses and engineers who have ever dreamed of living in Australia now have an opportunity if they have the qualifications and experience.
Just following up. Now, as a salesperson, have you ever used this before? Are you guilty of using these words? Sir, I'm just following up with you. When we talked like 3 months ago, we talked last year. I'm just following up. The word follow up, now you might think, well, what's wrong with that, Dan? I mean, a lot of people use it. I use it all the time. The problem is this. Think about when someone says that to you. I'm just following up with you. The word follow up has been used for so long by so many salespeople. Automatically, it triggers a response that, oh, you're trying to sell me something. That's the problem. Last time you didn't close me, you didn't sell me. Now this time you want to sell me. Just following up, oh, I don't have time for this, right? Think about you. When someone calls you, I want to follow up with you. Right? No, don't use the word just following up. Go directly. Find out what the problem is. You can ask better, more effective questions. Go watch my other videos. I'll put a link somewhere here. Watch my other videos on sales and closing, and you'll see there's so many better ways to do this. Here's another word. Buy. See, people love to buy, they hate to be sold. Even though they love to buy, but they don't like the idea of buying, because the word buy means that, oh, it's going to cost me money, right? I have to spend money, right? So we do love the action, the act of buying, but the word itself triggers, oh, when you have to buy something, I'm going to spend money on it. So don't use the word buy. Do you want to buy this now? No. Like, ooh, like the minute, even like you kind of want to buy it, but the word buy is triggers like a lot of like, ooh, tension. So instead, what do you say? Or take this home with you. So imagine if I'm selling you this. Hey, do you want to buy this? I don't know. Would you like to take this home with you? Sure. Right? Take this. I want to take this home with me. Would you like to own this? Oh, sure. Would you like to take advantage of this? Oh, sure. Would you like to move forward? Sure. Who doesn't want to move forward, right? You're moving forward in life. Oh, would you like to buy this? I don't know. Let me think about it. It triggers a lot of resistance. It triggers fear. So would you like to take this home with you? Sure. Like if you're selling a car, would you like to take this home with you? Sure. Would you like to buy this expensive luxury car? No. Would you like to sign a 5-year lease so you make payments every month? No. Would you like to take this home with you? Sure. Simple. Here's the key. Right there. See how that works? Another word, contract. That's right, contract. Now, when I say the word contract, what comes to mind? Comment below. Oh my God, I'm signing a contract. It's like 20-page document. I'm signing my life away, right? It feels too serious. It's too heavy. So instead of saying, hey, are you ready to sign this contract with me? Like it's like, are you ready to sign your life away? No, don't say contract. Agreement. You see, from contract, agreement. Okay, we can agree on something, right? Just agree. That's okay. Like it feels less intimidating. It feels less pressure. Or I like to use paperwork. Right? Instead of, hey, would you like to sign this contract? How about we get the paperwork out of the way? You see? Oh, paperwork. Yeah, do you like paperwork? I like paperwork. Let's get it out of the way. Oh, awesome. Let's do that. What does that mean? It means the same thing. You're signing the contract, you're signing the agreement. But when you say it, let's get the paperwork out of the way. Yeah, sure, let's get the paperwork out of the way. So we can focus on what's important. See the difference? Another one. I haven't heard back from you. I haven't heard back from you. Now, it might sound so normal. A lot of people use it. I haven't heard back from you in sales, right? But the thing is, when you ask that question, your prospect knows why you have not heard from him or her. Because they don't want you to contact them or they don't want to contact you. They already know it. Why do you say something they already know? Yeah, I have not heard back from you. Yeah, because I've been avoiding your call, because I've been not replying your text. Of course I know, right? Why do you bring that up? Automatically creates resistance between you and the prospect. So don't use that word. When you contact your prospects, especially the ones who have not converted in the past, when you contact them, don't make them feel good. Don't embarrass them. Instead, add value to what they do. It goes beyond that in today's video, but add value to what they do. When you make a contact, when you do a touch point, always offer something. Always offer something. Don't make them feel good. Offer something. Offer something. And then when they are ready to do business with you, they'll be like, this person has been staying in touch with me for a long time and adding value. Of course, I want to do business with this person. It's a no-brainer now. Another word that you want to avoid, and that is individual. Individual. Is it individual? It's a very cold institutional word. It's very, very cold. Oh, I know you are a busy individual. I know you're a very successful individual. You see how it's, do you talk to your friends that way? Hey, do you individual, do you want to go watch this movie together? Do you talk to your wife this way, individual, right? You don't do that. So that's not how you talk to your friends. That's not how you talk to people that you care, right? It's an institutional word. It's a very cold phrase. Don't use it. Use more casual, more conversational words. So eliminate individual from your vocabulary. Last few words you want to avoid, and that is, we are better than, fill the blank. We are better than our competitor. We are better than ABC company, right? We are better than him. We're better than her. No, never ever put down your competitor. Because the minute you do that, you might think, well, we are better. We provide better service. We provide better product. Even though that might be true, even that's a fact, you don't want to say it because your prospect is thinking, of course you say that because you want my sale. You want to close your sale. You want to make a commission. Even though it is true, you don't want to say it. You want your prospect to come to their own conclusions that it is true. So never put down competitor. If anything, I would always praise the competitor. I do the opposite. When someone tells me, well, you know, what makes you better than ABC competitor? I always reply, I never say, oh, we are better than them. We've been in business longer. We have more experience. We have better people. We have better quality. Never ever say that. I would say, okay, ABC, they're good people. Have you ever talked to them? Okay. And how do you like them? So what's stopping you from going with them? You see, I don't have to put them down. There's a reason why the prospect is on the phone with you, even up to this point. It means he or she has not made the decision. That's why they're on the phone with you. Otherwise, they would have gone with them already. They have not made a decision. They have not pulled the trigger. It means that they're still looking. You are there on the phone with them. So don't need to put down competitors. Your prospect is thinking. All you need to do is to demonstrate that you understand their problems and you can solve their problems better than whoever your competitors are. Don't need to tell it. Don't need to say it. Ask questions and find out. Those are the 27 words you want to avoid in sales or any closing scenario. If you want to learn and understand the exact words that you actually want to use in sales or closing, click the link below and book a time with one of my top students, one of my graduates, one of my closers, so they can answer any questions that you might have. Maybe you want to learn about high-tech closing. Maybe you just want to refine your closing game, or you're just looking for a few golden nuggets that will take your game to the next level, or maybe you've never done any sales before, but you want to develop a skill set, to develop that self-confidence. Click the link below now. This is not a free call. I don't believe in free call. This is a small deposit that you have. Nothing is more frustrating when you spend all the time time and effort talking to a prospect, and then at the end, you don't close the sale. Today, I'm going to teach you 3 most important skills that you must understand and master in sales if you want to be a successful entrepreneur or a successful salesperson. You see, most people don't know how to communicate. Few know how to sell. Almost no one knows how to close. If you're a salesperson, if you are a business owner, it is your duty, it is your obligation to close that sale. Now, maybe the kind of close that happens, maybe it happens after a presentation that you've given in a conference room. Maybe it happens over the phone. Maybe it happens in a shop. Maybe it happens in a showroom. Or maybe it happens in a home kind of setting. Or maybe it happens after you do an online demo. Whenever and wherever a close that is supposed to happen, it is your responsibility and your responsibility alone to close that sale. Most salespeople do not get this, right? They get very good at everything else. They're very good at prospecting, or maybe they get very good at cold calling. They're doing very good in terms of outbound, or they're very good at giving presentations, or they're very good at getting people demo online. But unless you close that sale, nothing happens. You become a very, very good presentation giver. You become a very good demo guy. And guess what? Those things don't get you to the bank. Closing is the only thing that gets you to the bank. So today, let me teach you 3 things. The 3 skills that you must know. 3 important skills you must master if you want to earn more money. Sales skill number 1, the ability to empathize with your customers. You see, if you're selling low-ticket item or you're selling commodity, you're working in a retail shop, people come in, they grab and go, or you're selling something that's like transactional. They just show them the aisle or you show them stuff. Well, you don't really need to have empathy because you're just providing a quick answer, a quick solution. However, if you're selling anything that is significant, if you're selling something that's like high ticket, you need to have deep empathy. One thing I always say is this: people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. When you're selling something at a higher price, at a higher transactional value, your customers need to know that you've got their back, and you have to be able to connect.
Hello, and welcome to the recording studio for the WVBS Online Bible School.
With people. You know what? If you want one big secret when it comes to having tremendous success, when it comes to closing, here's one: give a damn. Actually, give a damn about the well-being of your customers. Give a damn about the results. Give a damn about the outcome. When you give a damn, if your product or service is not a good fit, you're going to tell them it's not a good fit. If there's other people, there are other people that can provide a better service, better than you will not hesitate to recommend that to your prospect. That is what I'm talking about. Giving a damn. I was doing a role play with one of my students during one of our live classes. Right? We were doing role play, and he was saying all the right things. He was asking the right questions and kind of following the formula, right? Saying the right words. But I said, you know what? You're not going to close. He was like, oh, how come? I'm saying all the right things. I'm following the formula. I said, I don't feel like you give a damn. I don't feel like you care. There's no empathy. You're like a robot. All your answers and questions are so mechanical and so robotic. I don't feel the connection. I'm not able to connect with you. If I don't connect and I don't feel that you care, I'm not going to buy. And at first he was puzzled. He didn't quite get it. I said, do it again. And then do it again, do it again, do it again. And then finally, after multiple times, he said, now, that's better. Now it comes across that you actually care about their well-being. Very, very important to have the ability. Great closers have the ability to develop their deep connections with the prospects. Skill number 2, and that is the ability to uncover challenges and discover your prospects' pain points. I always say, no pain, no sell. The problem is, it's not that you don't know how to sell. The problem is, you don't know how to diagnose. Most salespeople, they talk too much. They don't know how to ask questions. You're losing sales not because you don't have product knowledge. You know your product or services very, very well. You're losing sales because you cannot diagnose exactly what your prospects' problems and concerns are. See, your product doesn't drive sales. Nobody cares about that. Problem drives sales. In order for you to motivate, inspire, and empower your prospects to buy right now, you need to be able to understand and diagnose exactly what their problems are. Does that make sense? So think about this is where they are at, where your prospect is at. This is where they want to go. From where they're at to where they want to go, guess what? This is a gap. There's this gap. It is your job as a closer to make the prospect understand how your product or service or solution can bridge that gap. If you don't understand what this gap is, you're not going to close the sale. If all you do is push the features and benefits, you're not going to buy. That doesn't motivate them to buy. Then you're going to get objections like, yeah, you know what, that sounds good, but I kind of want to think about it. Let me get back to you. Or maybe follow up with me in 6 months. When you can help your prospects understand that you are the perfect company to help them bridge their gap, that's when they buy. See, sometimes the problem is not what it sounds like or what it looks like. Prospects don't even know exactly what their problems are. They might say, they come to you and say, hey, I want XYZ, and they might think XYZ, that's what's going to solve the problem. But actually, they actually need something else. Maybe they need DFG, or they need something completely different. But they don't know. It is your job to help them understand. It's also your job to goes beyond just your products and services. It's your job to understand the big picture and how your products or services best fit to help them solve their problem. You cannot do that if you don't have the ability to uncover challenges and diagnose their problems. Skill number 3, and that is the ability to handle objections. Now, you've seen this a lot. People talk about how to handle objections in sales. You know, your prospect says this, then you're going to say that. This is how you're going to respond. This is how you're going to reply. All that is good. But my approach when it comes to objections, I actually do not like to handle objections. Because the way I see this, if you're thinking about handling objections, you're being reactive. You're waiting for the prospect. You say this, then I'm going to do that. It's like a martial art, right? Someone throws a punch, and then I'm going to do this, and then he throws a kick, then I'm going to do that. You're always playing catch up. You're playing defense, right? I would much rather play offense. I believe the best defense is a good offense. I like to preempt objections. I like to set the agenda. So objections don't even come up. Done properly, objections don't even come up. And another thing that I believe in is I don't use a script. A lot of sales gurus or trainers, they want to teach you, okay, this is a script that you use. This is exactly what you're going to say. This is how you say line by line. I compare that as like you're going to a boxing match with a predetermined plan. I'm going to throw a jab, and then he's going to do this, and I'm going to throw a hook, I'm going to throw a cross, I'm going to throw an uppercut. It is stupid. You cannot plan too much. You need to have flexibility. Or Bruce Lee said, you gotta be like water, my friend, right? To be able to do that. I much prefer to preempt objections versus handle objections. Preempt is proactive, handle is reactive. There are better and smarter ways to sell and close. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. There are better ways to do this. I teach a methodology called high ticket closing. We now have students in over 150 countries. Now it's the 9th season that we have. If you want to learn the skill, art, science of closing, no BS, no nonsense, what works right now when it comes to selling premium products or services, click link here, and join us. Our next season is starting very, very soon. So go ahead, check it out, see for yourself. Why do we have so many successful students? Why do we have so many successful closers? There's a reason for that. So go ahead, join us. I look forward to seeing you in class.
Move forward with a name, with a vision, with a first step. The right domain is out there. Get a hold of it and
go ahead, sell me this. Today I'm going to teach you how to sell anything to anyone anytime. Now, when it comes to selling, when it comes to closing, there's so many techniques and so many ways. Today I'm going to share with you 3 powerful secrets that you can use to sell anything to anyone. The very first secret is this. How do you turn something that's a commodity? How do you sell a product? How do you sell a service in such a noisy marketplace? Number 1. Understand this. People don't buy because of logic. People buy because of emotion and they justify it. People buy based on emotions and they justify it with logic. I want you to think of something that you want to buy. It could be a car, it could be a house, it could be anything. Just want you to picture it. Once you have that in your mind, I want you to ask yourself this question. Why do you want to buy it? Why do you want to buy that particular item? Why do you want to own that item? Why is that? Maybe it's a new suit, it looks good on you. Maybe it's a new dress. Maybe it's a new car. Maybe it's a new house. Maybe it's a vacation. But why do you buy it? I want you to dig a little bit deeper. If you peel through the layers, I think you'll realize you're buying emotions. Maybe you buy the item because of greed, or maybe it's because of generosity, that by buying this item, it's going to help other people. Have you noticed sometimes, even the companies out there, if you buy this particular product, they're going to donate a certain amount to charities, maybe you buy because of generosity. Maybe because of shame, that if I don't buy this, I look foolish. If I don't own this, I look foolish. Or maybe it's fear, that if I don't buy this, I'm going to be missing out. I don't want to miss out. Maybe it's an escape, that you go on vacation, your 9-to-5 job is driving you fucking crazy, and you say, oh man, I need some time off. Maybe you're doing it buying because of shame. Whatever those reasons are, those are very often emotional reasons. So you buy because of emotion, you justify it with logic. So think about when you're selling something to someone. Are you just talking about features and benefits? What this thing will do for you? Or are you pushing those emotional factors? I remember one time I was in 𝗪𝗺𝗁, which is a very well-known menswear store. I walked into the store and I was walking by the 𝗁𝗵𝘁 section. And the salesman approached me and said, sir, what is there anything I can help you with? I said, no, I'm just browsing around. And he said, do me a favor, put this suit on. Now, at the time, I've never owned a 𝗁𝗵𝘁 suit before. त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि mультभर्सिटी I put it on. How do you feel? Well, thank you. Okay, also try this on. Put on this tuxedo. I said, okay, that's pretty good. So, it looks great. I said, sir, are you a fan of James Bond? I was like, who isn't a fan of James Bond? Like, duh.
Hello,
I said, you see this suit right here, this tuxedo? It's the exact suit, exact same design as James Bond wears in Casino Royale. You know the scene? It looks good, right? And before you know it, I bought the damn fucking tuxedo, right? And it's a lot of money. It costs a lot of money. And if you think about that, what am I buying? What I'm buying is this. I'm buying when I wear this tuxedo, I feel good. As a James Bond fan, I feel like James Bond. Even logically, I know this, of course, is not James Bond. I'm not James Bond. But emotionally, it takes me there. This is cool that I own, I wear the same tuxedo, the same fit, right? The same everything. And then he upsold me on the damn, like the shirt and cufflink, the whole 9 yards, right? That's what I'm talking about. People buy because of emotions and they justify their logic. You have to understand that. Don't push your product. Don't just push your services. Don't push the features and benefits. Think about what are those emotional factors that you're pushing. Number 2, people don't buy their way into something. They buy their way out of something. It means people very often they buy something because they have a problem they want to solve. They want to buy their way out of that problem. People don't buy the drill. They want to hold on the wall. So what is it that you're helping them solve? What problem? What is it? What is that thing? You have to understand. So I always say the amount of money that you make is in direct proportion to how deep you understand the marketplace. The amount of money you make is in direct proportion to how deep you go, how much you understand your marketplace. So you have to understand what are the things that people have, and how do you have to lead something. So think about that. Number 3, people don't buy products and services. They buy stories. Because when there are so many choices out there in the marketplace, on the internet, any product that you want, there are hundreds of choices. How do you stand out? How do you add emotions to a commodity pen? What's the difference between a $2 pen like this or an $800 Mont Blanc John F. Kennedy limited edition exclusive pen? $800 pen. It's the same pen. It's the same functions. Story. When you add story to an item, suddenly when you add the John F. Kennedy, the president's story attached to a brand or logo, it is 10 times more valuable. It is 100 times more valuable. It is 300 times more valuable. All because the story. He writes the same. $2 pen, you can write 2. That's the difference. So think about what's the story. There's so many techniques in so many ways. Today I'm going to share with you 3 powerful secrets that you can use to sell anything to anyone. The very first secret is this. How do you turn something that's a commodity? How do you sell a product? How do you sell a service in such a noisy marketplace? Number 1, Understand this. People don't buy because of logic. People buy because of emotion and they justify
यसको
it.
एउटा मात्र
People
होइन
buy based on
धेरैवटा
emotions and they
फाइदाहरू
justify
छ
it with logic. I want you to think of something that you want to buy in your life. It could be a car, it
जेनेरेसन
could be a house, it could be anything.
अनलाइनको
Just want you to
दुनिया
picture
छ
it.
अहिलेको
Once you have that in your mind, I want you to ask yourself this question.
अनलाइन
Why do you want to buy it?
जेनेरेसनमा चाहिँ
Why do you want to buy that
हामीले
particular item?
बिजनेस
Why do you want to own that item? Why is
मल्टिभर्सिटीमा
that?
ट्रेनिङ
Maybe
लिँदाखेरि
it's a
धेरै
new suit, it looks
फाइदाहरू
good on you.
लिन
Maybe it's a new
सकिन्छ
dress. Maybe it's a new car.
घरमा
Maybe it's a new house.
बसी
Maybe it's a vacation. But why do you
काम
buy it?
गरेर
I want you to take a look at it.
अनलाइनबाट पैसा
If you
कमाउने
peel through the layers,
धेरै
I think you
source of
realize you're buying emotions.
इन्कमहरू
Maybe you buy the item because of greed. You want to make money or you want to save money. Or maybe it's because of generosity. That by buying this item, it's going to help other people. Have you noticed sometimes even the companies out there, if you buy this particular product, they're going to donate a certain amount to charities. Maybe you buy it because of generosity. Maybe because of shame. That if I don't buy this, I'll look foolish. If I don't own this, I'll look foolish. Or maybe it's fear. That if I don't buy this, I'm going to miss out. I don't want to miss
धेरै
out.
कुराहरूबाट
Maybe it's an
चाहिँ
escape.
हामीले
They go on the vacation. Your 9 to 5 job is driving you fucking crazy. And you say, oh man, I need some time off.
फाइदा
Maybe doing it
लिइरहेको
by
पनि
business.
छौँ
Whatever those reasons are,
त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि
those are very often
business
emotional reasons. So you buy because of emotion and you
एकदमै
justify it with logic. So
राम्रो
think about when you're
हुन्छ
selling something to
अहिलेको
somebody.
जेनेरेसनमा।
Are you just talking about features and benefits? What this thing would do for you? Or are you pushing those emotional hot buttons? I remember one time I was in 𝗪𝗺𝗁, which is a very well-known menswear store, high-end.
Hello, good
I walked into the
afternoon.
store and I was walking by the Tom Ford
मेरो
section.
नाम रोनिस
And the salesman approached me and said, "Sir,
हाल
what
म
is it? Anything I can help you?"
दुबईमा
I said,
छु
"No, I'm just browsing around."
म कुनै
And he
एउटा
said, "Do me a favor.
कम्पनीमा
Put your
कार्यरत
suit on."
भएर
Now, at the time, I've never owned a Tom Ford suit
बसिरहेको छु
before.
दुबईमा
And I have a lot of suits. But I got a
मेरो
Tom Ford suit.
टपिक्स
He
रहेको
said, "Do me a
छ
favor.
वाइ
Put this on."
बिजनेस
I said, "All right." I put it on. I said, "How do you feel?"
मल्टिभर्सिटी
Well, it feels pretty good. I said, "Okay, also try this on. Put on this tuxedo."
बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी
He said, "Sir, are you a fan of James Bond?" I said, "Who isn't a fan of James Bond? Duh." He said, "You see this suit right here, this tuxedo, this exact suit, exact same design as he." James
यसको
Bond
एउटा
wears.
मात्र होइन
Doesn't it wear out?
धेरैवटा
You know the scene when he
फाइदाहरू
was
छ
gambling? Fuck, it looks
किनकि
good,
अहिलेको
right? And before you know it, I bought a
जेनेरेसन
fucking
भनेको
tuxedo, right?
अनलाइनको
And it's a
दुनिया
lot of
छ
money, costs a lot of money.
अहिलेको
And
अनलाइन
if you think about that, what am I
अनलाइन
buying?
जेनेरेसनमा चाहिँ
What I'm buying
हामीले
is this. I'm
बिजनेस
buying when I wear this tuxedo,
मल्टिभर्सिटीमा
and I
ट्रेनिङ
feel good.
लिँदाखेरि
As a
धेरै
James Bond
फाइदाहरू
fan,
लिन
I feel like James
सकिन्छ
Bond.
जस्तै
Even logically, I
घरमा
know this,
बसी
of course,
बसी
it's not James Bond. I'm
अनलाइनमा
not James
काम
Bond.
गरेर
But emotionally,
अनलाइनबाट
it
पैसा
takes me there.
कमाउने
This is cool that I own, I wear the same
धेरै
tuxedo,
source
the
of
same fit, right? The same
इन्कमहरू
everything. And then he upsold me on
छ।
them, like the
Business
shirt and the cufflink, the whole 9 yards, right?
मल्टिभर्सिटीबाट
That's what I'm talking
हामीले
about.
ट्रेनिङ
You
लिएर
buy because of emotions,
कार्य
don't justify with
गर्दाखेरि
logic. You have to
एकदमै
understand that.
धेरै
Don't push your products,
फाइदाहरू
don't just push your services, don't push the
हुने
features and
गर्छ।
benefits. Think about what are those
जस्तै
emotional hot buttons that they push.
तपाईँले
Number
डिजिटल
2, people don't buy
मार्केटिङ
their
भयो
way into something, they buy
अनलाइन
their way out of
मार्केटिङ
something.
भयो
It means
तपाईँको
people very
बिजनेस
often they buy something because they have a problem, they want to
ट्रेनिङहरू
solve. They want
धेरै
to buy their way out of
कुराहरूबाट
that
चाहिँ हामीले अहिले
problem. People don't buy the drill, they want to hold on the wall.
फाइदा
So
लिन
what is it that
सकिरहन्छौँ
you're helping them solve?
फाइदा
What problem?
लिइरहेको पनि
What
छौँ
is it? What is that thing? You have to
त्यसैले
understand.
गर्दाखेरि
So I always say the
business
amount of money that you make is in direct proportion to
मल्टिभर्सिटी एकदमै
how deep you
राम्रो
understand
हुन्छ
your
अहिलेको
marketplace's
जेनेरेसनमा
pain.
थ्याङ्क यू
The amount of money you make is in direct proportion of how deep you go, how much you understand your marketplace's pain. So you have to understand what it is, what are the pains that people have, and how can you help
हेलो
them relieve some
गुड
of the pain.
आफ्टरनुन अल
So think about that. Number 3,
मेरो नाम
people don't buy
रोनिस
products and services,
छेत्री।
they buy stories.
हाल म
Because
दुबईमा
when
छु।
there are so many choices out there,
कुनै एउटा
on the internet,
कम्पनीमा
any product that you want,
कार्यरत
there are hundreds and
भएर
hundreds of choices.
अहिलेसम्म
How do you stand out?
बसिरहेको
How
छु
do you
दुबईमा।
add emotions to
र मेरो
a commodity
टपिक्स
pen?
रहेको छ
What's the difference
वाइ
between $2
बिजनेस
packages or an $800
Multiversity.
Mont Blanc John F. Kennedy limited edition exclusive pen?
बिजनेस
$800 pen.
मल्टिभर्सिटी
It's the same pen. It's the same functions. Story.
मा
When
किन
you add story to
ट्रेनिङ
an item,
लिने
suddenly
भन्ने
when you add
टपिक्समा म बोल्न गइरहेको
the
छु
John F. Kennedy, the president's story attached to a brand or
यसको
logo,
एउटा
it is
मात्र
10
होइन
times more
धेरैवटा
valuable. It is 100 times more
फाइदाहरू
valuable.
छ
It is 300 times more valuable.
किनकि
than a
अहिलेको
pen. All because of story.
जेनेरेसन
You write the same.
भनेको
$2 pen, you
अनलाइनको
write it.
दुनिया छ
That's the difference.
अहिलेको
So think about what's the story. How do you
अनलाइन
inject stories into
जेनेरेसनमा
everything?
चाहिँ
Maybe it's an origin
हामीले
story. How
बिजनेस
did you get started? Why do you do what you do?
मल्टिभर्सिटीमा
What are
ट्रेनिङ
also stories of
लिँदाखेरि
your
धेरै
customers?
फाइदाहरू
If you
लिन
just want to lead
सकिन्छ
YouTube channel, you can click on the link
घरमा
below,
बसी
put a link
बसी
below, just check it out. It's a
अनलाइनमा
Dan
काम
Locke global
गरेर
community on YouTube.
अनलाइनबाट
It has
पैसा
nothing to do
कमाउने
with the program that I teach. It has
धेरै
everything to
source
do
of
with stories. It's stories from my
इन्कमहरू
students, what they have learned,
छ।
their background, their stories.
बिजनेस
It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with the program that I run. It has
ट्रेनिङ
nothing to do with
लिएर
that, but
कार्य
stories.
गर्दाखेरि
It's other people's stories. Other people's
एकदमै
success
धेरै
stories.
फाइदाहरू
So where are you using stories in
हुने
your
गर्छ।
marketing, in your business? How else do you
जस्तै
use stories?
तपाईँले
Remember,
डिजिटल
facts
मार्केटिङ
help,
भयो
stories sell.
अनलाइन
Facts help,
मार्केटिङ
stories
भयो
sell.
तपाईँको
So,
बिजनेस
comment below.
कोचहरू
Tell me, based on these
ट्रेनिङहरू
three secrets,
धेरै
how would you sell me
कुराहरूबाट चाहिँ
this?
हामीले अहिले
Go ahead, comment below, sell me.
फाइदा लिन सकिरहन्छौँ
All you
फाइदा
need is your
लिइरहेको पनि
button
छौँ
and a little bit of
त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी मल्टिभर्सिटी एकदमै राम्रो हुन्छ अहिलेको जेनेरेसनमा थ्याङ्क यू
Okay, sounds good. I'll get back to you. Thank you. Have you ever had a prospect that says to you, "Oh, I will get back to you"? Now, what happens after that?
Hello,
Comment below.
good afternoon.
What happens after they say, "I will get back to you"? Do you hear
मेरो
from
नाम
them
रोनिस
again? Do you hear from them a day later, a week later, a month later, or they ghost on you and they disappear and they never get back to you? This is not so different from when they say to you, "I want to think about it." So, how do you handle this objection? First of all, you gotta know exactly what is the truth. Are they just being polite, or are they needing a little bit more time to make a decision, or are they just politely declining and rejecting you? You have to know exactly what is going on. So when a prospect says, "I will get back to you," here's some of the things that I say that I can teach you. that you can say to handle the objection.
यसको
Now,
एउटा
first of
मात्र
all, when
होइन,
they say that, I'm always very upfront, I'm always very direct. I don't like to say, oh yeah, okay, sure, I can send you some more information, or when would you like to get back to me? That's not what I want to say. So when I see a salesperson, when a prospect says, oh, I will get back to you, and the salesperson says, oh sure, should I call you back maybe follow with you like next week, or can I call you back in a month to see where things are at? No, you do not do that, because that immediately puts you at a lower status as a closer. So what should you say instead? Here's some of the things that you could say. Example, well, I'll get back to you. Well, you know what, as a prospect, usually when I hear someone says they'll get back to me, I never hear from them again. Exactly, that's bottom line. What would it take for you and I to do business together? You ask the prospect a very simple but profound question. What would it take for you and I to do business today? And from there, sometimes the prospect will say, well, you know, actually what I need is I need this information, or I need some references, or I need a plan, or I need to talk to someone, whatever it is, I want the truth. Now you can go focus on solving that particular problem, or handling the objection, versus it's this thing up in the air, you don't know what exactly are you solving. Another thing that you could say, it could be something like this, where he says or she says, well, I'll get back to you. Well, you know what, Mr. Prospect, usually when I hear that, I've been doing this for a long time. When someone says that they'll get back to me, I never hear from them again. I mean, you're just trying to be polite, you don't want to reject me. Isn't this the case here? Exactly what's going on. Is it a term? Is it the price? Is it the money? What part of the deal you don't like? You can tell me. Assuming we're not doing business. Let's lay everything on the table. Tell me. What don't you like about it? And then the prospect might say, well, actually, the price is a little too high. Let's talk about price. What can we do? What if I can offer you some kind of payment plan? Would that make a difference? What if I give you better terms? What if I can do this? Okay, what if we can lower the upfront fee? Would that make a difference? Oh, yeah, that would make a difference. Do it. Now we've got a deal. So you got to look at all these things that's happening versus take whatever they say and take it literally. You have to understand this. Prospects lie. That's one thing I've learned in closing. If they're flipping their lips, they're lying. Prospects lie all the time. They're not telling you the truth.
It's 9:15. I'm already underwater.
I'm in the same boat.
I'm in an actual boat.
I thought Grammarly.
First of all, how are you today? Okay, is it still the right time for you to speak?
You're about to sell again. Because you start with a lower status. Is it the best time for you? Who cares about your time? My time.
The purpose of the call today then is to first of all really understand where you're at, where you want to be, and by asking you a few questions to see if there's a good fit.
Working too hard. We first. Let's let me do it. So see here, I saw that you filled a form on our website. You want to learn about stock trading, things like that. Tell me a little bit more about what you're looking for.
So I've tried a bunch of stuff. I've tried trading, or I'm also a financial advisor. I don't receive any advice, and it costs me a lot, and I don't really understand what to invest in. I'm looking for something that I could be as professional as with the advisor, but that I could control myself without more complexity or more time involved.
See how much in closing, ask questions, gather information, right? If you don't mind me asking, like, you make good income, is it why you want to look into investing?
Yes, so I've been working for 10 years now, and I'm starting to have more and more money. I've had bad experiences with my financial advisor. It's not that it's
business.
Right?
I've done a bunch of learning already, but as I told you, it's more about validation, but I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing, so it goes through learning as well.
Okay, let's pretend our program can help you do that. You see, our program from A to Z, we show busy professionals like yourself how to get into the stock market and how you can monitor your trades, right, without spending a lot of time. Right? And one of the things that differentiates us from everybody else is we don't talk to you once a year. We have an ongoing weekly call with our clients and students. So you get the support that you need it when you need it. Does that sound like something you would be interested in?
It sounds something interesting. I would love to know what are the steps, what's the structure what are we going to do together.
I'll be happy to share the structure with you. If you don't mind to share with me, what kind of budget have you set aside to invest in a program like this, roughly speaking?
Online generation ma चाहिँ हामीले business
$5,000, $8,000, $10,000,
$2,000.
घरमा बसी अनलाइनमा काम गरेर अनलाइनबाट पैसा कमाउने हैन धेरै सोर्स अफ
What am I doing?
इन्कम
Tension.
छ बिजनेस
Oh, great! 2,000. Let's go.
ट्रेनिङ लिएर कार्य गर्दा
My program's exactly $2,000.
एकदमै धेरै फाइदाहरू
Right? You're making the greatest decision in your life.
जस्तै तपाईले डिजिटल
It's gonna be
मार्केटिङ
great.
भयो अनलाइन मार्केटिङ भयो तपाईको बिजनेस कोचहरू ट्रेनिङहरू धेरै कुराहरूबाट चाहिँ
You might
हामीले
talk about money for a second.
Please.
फाइदा लिन
When we
सकिरहेको
talk about money, ask for permission.
फाइदा लिरहेको
Remember,
पनि
I'm not talking about money up front.
त्यसैले
I'm not going to talk about the program, I'm going to talk about money up front. So do you mind if I talk about money for a second?
Let's go.
Yeah, our program, right, we have actually 3 programs, right? We have 3 programs. Our highest level program is $25,000, which then you get a coach, you use our program, and then you have all these modules, blah, 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 whatever, right? It's $25,000, yeah. And then we have another program, which is $10,000, which you don't get the one-on-one coach, but you get our weekly coaching, right? Which is a group coaching that helps you to look at your portfolio, validate. Remember the word he used? to validate your decisions, which is 10K, and we have a payment plan on that. We can talk about that. And then we have a program that's kind of like, this is just training, and you can read it, and you can watch it, you can do it yourself, which is only $2,000. Out of those three, which do you think you would be most interested in?
Based on what the one which you explained, be interested in the middle one. I think it's high price.
Yeah, because your budget's about $2,000-3,000, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's 10K. How do you solve this problem?
I think it's too much for me.
I think it's too much for you too.
अनलाइनबाट पैसा कमाउने हैन धेरै सोर्स अफ इन्कमहरु छ बिजनेस
Maybe we should start with just the $2,000 program. Why don't we start with that?
कार्य गर्दाखेरि एकदमै
Guess could be something, but what I want is the support.
हुने गर्छ जस्तै तपाईले डिजिटल मार्केटिङ भयो अनलाइन मार्केटिङ
Suppose we could,
बिजनेस कोचहरु ट्रेनिङहरु
like the $10,000, suppose we could break it down into like
फाइदा लिन सकिरहन्छु
$1,000 a month. I can finance this over 12 months for you.
त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि
That wouldn't make a difference, would it?
मल्टिभर्सिटी एकदमै राम्रो
And tell me no if you're not comfortable.
Thank you.
I mean, Dan, it's really stretching me. I mean, he's looking for some teachings, and now you're telling me $10,000.
मेरो नाम रोनिस
It's a lot higher than what I thought.
It's a lot of money.
म कुनै एउटा
It's a lot of
कम्पनीमा
money. Should we start with the 2,000 maybe? Just start with that. Get that going first, right?
मेरो टपिक
Not going to get the support that you need.
Why business multiversity?
I guess maybe we should do this.
Business
Sabian,
multiversity.
just curious. With the $75,000 you have in the bank, and let's say using our system, you'll be able to, and of course I cannot promise any kind of there will be legal for me to do so. But let's say use our system and you'll be able to select some good stocks and monitor and get a certain amount of return for whatever. It's $1,000 a month, right, for 12 months.
Online generation
Is it really a question of price or is it a question of value?
multiversity मा ट्रेनिङ लिँदाखेरि धेरै फाइदाहरु लिन
It's a question of value, and it's like I can learn through other sources. I already have some advice from the advisor. I learn podcasts and everything. So,
But is that what you want though? What's important for you? Can you say you want someone to validate your decision?
I need someone to validate my decision.
And how much would it cost you if you make a wrong decision?
I've lost 15K last year.
Wow, that's your tuition, I guess. So isn't it true that whether you buy or not, you pay? And let me drink my tea.
त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी एकदमै राम्रो हुन्छ
I didn't expect something as big as this, and now I'm someone that doesn't take decision like right away.
I respect
and
that.
especially with investment.
Tell you what, why don't we start with the $2,000, right? I want you to get started, and just to give you a taste, you know the $2,000, I'm going to include 2 months of the good cooking. Just for you to get started, see what it's like. So if after 2 months with just $2,000 investment, you don't like it, 2,000, we're done. Afterwards, you say, hey, this is great, it's so useful for you, we just do 1,000 a month afterwards. Does that sound fair?
Sounds fair. It seems to me I'm going to learn everything before.
Maybe. Because I know when you're in our group coaching, you will get what you're looking for. I believe in what we do, and you'll get the help that you need to validate the different investment stocks that you make.
And yeah, let's try it. Let's go. We're doing it.
I'm sorry, what?
We're doing it. Let's go.
I'm sorry, I just dropped my headset. What?
Let's go then. Let's go. Let's do it.
Oh, you want to go? Okay, great.
हामीले बिजनेस
Get to a point where I can't say
धेरै
anything.
फाइदाहरु लिन सकिन्छ जस्तै घरमा बसी अनलाइन
It's true, I want this. I have nothing else to say to you. It's just
धेरै सोर्स
excuses.
अफ
Yeah.
That's how I felt up there at one point.
Yeah, great.
बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी
What if you could close like that?
ट्रेनिङ लिएर कार्य
By the way,
गर्दाखेरि
do you see I use a script?
एकदमै धेरै
Do I have
फाइदाहरु
anything in front of me? Do I know about the industry? Have I rehearsed ahead of the time?
डिजिटल मार्केटिङ भयो
I don't need any of that
अनलाइन
stuff.
मार्केटिङ भयो
Mastery. Right? Forget closing at this level.
ट्रेनिङहरु धेरै कुराहरुबाट
You can get like 10% of that,
फाइदा लिन
like you can close. Your team can get 10% of that, you can close.
त्यसैले गर्दाखेरि बिजनेस मल्टिभर्सिटी एकदमै राम्रो हुन्छ अहिले
Because you start with a lower status. Is it the best time for you? Who cares about your time? My time.
The purpose of the call today, Dan, is to first of all really understand where you're at, where you want to be, and by asking you a few questions to see if there's a good fit.
working too hard. Reverse. Let me do it closer. So Xavier, I saw that you filled a form on our website. You want to learn a bit about stock trading, things like that. Tell me a little bit more about what you're looking for.
So I've tried a bunch of stuff. I've tried trading, or I have also a financial advisor, but I don't receive any advice, and it costs me a lot, and I don't really understand what I invest in. I'm looking for something that I could be as professional as with the advisor, but that I could control myself without more complexity or more time involved.
Okay, pause. See how much in closing that question to gather information. Right? If you don't mind me asking, like, do you make good income? Is it why you're looking into investing?
Yes, so I've been working for 10 years now. I'm starting to have more and more money. I've had bad experiences with my financial advisor. It's not that it's
Pause. Right? Problem, right?
I've done a bunch of learning already. But as I told you, it's more about validation, but I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing, so you go through learning as well.
Okay, let's pretend our program can help you do that. You see, our program from A to Z, we show busy professionals like yourself how to get into the stock market and how you can monitor your trades, right, without spending a lot of time. Right? And one of the things that differentiates us from everybody else is we don't talk to you once a year. We have an ongoing weekly call with our clients and students, so you get the support that you need it when you need it.
Thank you.
Does that sound like something you would be interested in?
So it sounds something interesting. I would love to know what are the steps, what was the structure what are we gonna do together.
I'll be happy to share the structure with you. If you don't mind to share with me, what kind of budget have you set aside to invest in a program like this, roughly speaking?
So $2,000.
Like 5,000, 8,000, 10,000?
2,000 to 3,000.
Okay. What am I doing? Tension. Not. Oh, great! 2,000. Let's go. My program's exactly $2,000. Right? You're making the greatest decision in your life. It's gonna be great. Right? Tension. You might talk about money for a second.
Please.
When we talk about money, ask for permission. Remember, I'm not talking about money up front. I'm not going to talk about the program, I'm going to talk about money up front. So do you mind if I talk about money for a second?
Let's go.
Yeah, our program, right, we have actually 3 programs. Right? We have 3 programs. Our highest level program is $25,000, which then you get a coach, you use our program, and then you have all these modules, whatever it may be, right? It's $25,000. Yeah. And then we have another program, which is $10,000, which you don't get the one-on-one coach, but you get our weekly coaching, right? Which is a group coaching that helps you to kind of look at your portfolio, to validate. Remember the word you use to validate your decisions, which is 10K. And we have a payment plan on that. We can talk about that. And then we have a program that's kind of like, this is just a training, and you can read it, and you can watch it, you can do it yourself, which is only $2,000. Out of those 3, which do you think you would be most interested in?
Hello, good afternoon all.
Based on what you explained, interested in the middle one, I think it's high price.
Yeah, because your budget is about $2,000-3,000, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's 10K. How do you solve this problem?
I think it's too much for me.
I think it's too much for you too.
Business multiversity training.
Maybe we should start with just the $2,000 program. Why don't we start with that?
This could be something, but what I want is the support.
I know. Suppose we could, like a $10,000, suppose we could break it down into like $1,000 a month. I can finance it over 12 months for you. That wouldn't make a difference, would it? And tell me no if you're not comfortable.
And then it's really stretching. Looking for some teachings, and now you're telling me $10,000. It's higher than what I thought.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Should we start with the 2,000 maybe? Just start with that, get that going first, right? Not going to get the support that you need.
I guess maybe we should do this.
Xavier, I'm just curious. With the $75,000 you have in the bank, and let's say using our system, you'll be able to, and of course I cannot promise any kind of return. That would be illegal for me to do so. But let's say use our system and you'll be able to select some 2 stocks and monitor and get a certain amount of return for whatever. It's $1,000 a month, right, for 12 months. Is it really a question of price or is it a question of value?
र मेरो टपिक्स रहेको छ why
It's
business
question of value, and it's like I can learn
multiversity.
through other sources. I already have some advice from the advisor. I learn podcasts and everything. So,
But is that what you want though? What's important for you?
यसको एउटा मात्र हैन
Then you say you want someone to
धेरैवटा
validate
फाइदाहरू
your
छ।
decision?
किनकि अहिलेको
I need someone to validate my decision.
And how much would it cost you if you make a wrong decision?
अहिलेको अनलाइन
I've lost
अनलाइन
15K last
जेनेरेसनमा
year.
चाहिँ
Wow,
हामीले
that's your
बिजनेस
tuition, I
मल्टिभर्सिटीमा
guess.
ट्रेनिङ लिँदाखेरि धेरै फाइदाहरू लिन
So isn't it
सकिन्छ।
true that
जस्तै
whether you buy or
घरमा
not, you
बसी-बसी
pay?
अनलाइनमा
And let me
काम
drink my
गरेर
tea.
अनलाइनबाट पैसा कमाउने हैन धेरै सोर्स अफ
I didn't expect something as big as this, and now I'm someone that doesn't take decision like right away,
एकदमै
I respect that.
especially with investment.
Tell you what, why don't we start with a $2,000, right? I want you to get started, and just to give you a taste, you know, the $2,000, I'm going to include 2 months of the group coaching, just for you to get started and see what it's like. So if after 2 months, it's just $2,000 investment, you don't like it, 2,000, we're done. Afterwards, you say, hey, this is great, it's so useful for you, you just do 1,000 a month afterwards. Does that sound fair?
मल्टिभर्सिटी एकदमै
Sounds fair. It seems to me I'm going to learn everything before.
Maybe. Because I know when you're in our group coaching, you will get what you're looking for. I believe in what we do, and you'll get the help that you need to validate the different investment stocks that you make.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's go. We're doing it.
I'm sorry, what?
We're doing it. Let's go.
I'm sorry, I just dropped my headset. What?
Let's go then. Let's go. Let's do
Oh,
it.
you want to go? Okay, great.
Get to a point where I can't say anything.
Why business
I'm like,
multiversity?
it's true, I want this, and I have nothing else to say to you. It's just excuses.
Yeah.
That's how I felt up there at one point.
Yeah, great. Okay. What if you could close like that? By the way, do you see I use the script? Do I have anything in front of me? Do I know about it? There was this village, and the village needs water. And they suffer from this problem for many years. So the elderly in the village put out a bid. And they say, anyone that can solve this water problem for us, we will pay you. So the first person, Ed, goes to the village and gets a few buckets. Because about a mile away from the village, there's a lake. So Ed would get 2 buckets of water, and every day he would go to the lake, get some water, and go back to the village and sell to the people at the village. Now, if you do that every day, do you get tired? Do you get tired? So Ed only works 5 days a week. Saturday, Sunday, no working, because his back hurts, his shoulder hurts. And he can only do this 9 to 5. So 9 to 5, get in the bucket, get the water, and sell it. Go with the bucket, right? All in the bucket. The second person, Billy goes away for a few months, not coming back. There's competition. And Ed thought, haha, I have all the business, no competition. A few months later, Billy comes back with a team, and he decides not to carry buckets, but build pipelines. He starts building the pipelines from the village directly all the way to the lake. So people at the village, they could just turn on the tap and the water comes. And he said to the village people, you don't have to worry about weekends. My water, 24/7. It works 24/7. Consistent, guarantee. It puts Ed out of business. And Billy become very rich because of that. Most of you, you've been hauling buckets for years because we haven't built a pipeline. The pipeline mindset is different from the hauling bucket mindset. It means this. You have to ask yourself this question. If I keep doing what I am doing, is it going to be easier or harder? Please write this down. Is it going to be easier or harder? If I become more successful, am I going to have less time or more time? Am I going to have less time or more time? Am I hauling buckets or am I building pipelines? Let me ask you a question. Answer it out loud. How many of you are sick and tired of hauling the buckets? But here's the problem. When you build pipeline, there's a period of time you see nothing. You see no results. There's no water. And you wonder, is it working? You make that content. You post online. No one watches it. You post a second video. No one watches it. It's not working. This is like you build a pipeline. You put one section. It's not working. You gotta build the whole thing. But if you take the time to build a pipeline, it's so much easier.
Thank you.
I have this many followers on social media, almost 10 million followers. I could tell you, I don't like social media. Translate this for me. I hate social media. I don't like it, but I like money. You don't need to like it to use it. You don't need to like it to use it. I don't like it, but I use it for profit. You don't need to like it. It's just like when you travel, I took from Vancouver, flying to Italy, right? Long flight. I don't like to get on a plane and fly for 12 hours, but I prefer that than swimming with sharks. You don't need to like it to use it. Use it. Because if you don't use it, he is using it. She is using it. You are not using it, they are taking the plane, you are swimming. You don't need to like it. Now, I like it a little bit more because it makes a lot of money. You would be shocked how fast you fall in love with something when it makes you a lot of money. You learn to like it. But this is not so bad. This is not so bad. And especially because I coach so many ladies. Ladies are a little bit more like conscious about how they look on camera, right? So ladies, sometimes they want to create content, right? They want to create video, but they're more worried, oh, am I good enough? My hair, my makeup, maybe I should lose a few 5 pounds first, right? And then you say, maybe I lose another 5 pounds, and you delay, and you keep delaying. By the way, especially ladies, like you ladies, very attractive, more self-conscious. More self-conscious. But what you don't know is, the way you look right now, that's perfect as it is. Because that's what resonates with people. It's perfect. When I first made video, people say I speak with an accent. My English is not perfect. I don't sound American enough. Good. That's what makes me unique. Good. Your accent is your advantage. Your accent is your advantage. This is what makes me unique. You don't sound like anybody else. You don't look like anybody else. People remember you for you. Doesn't matter. Hair? No hair. Doesn't matter. That makes you unique.
Thank you.
Hey, looking to import products from Target to your Shopify store? With 𝗂𝗂𝗿, it's super easy. Just visit the product you want to import. Then open the 𝗂𝗂𝗿 extension. Click on Import or Edit. As you can see, all the product details load instantly. Hit Import and you're done. The product is now in your store with all the information.
It could be very good, but it doesn't matter how good you are if no one knows you?
यसको एउटा मात्र होइन धेरैवटा
It
फाइदाहरू
doesn't-
छ
3 ways to deal with business competition. Now, don't you just hate competition? Now, if you are just starting out, you are probably competing with companies and businesses that are more established, that have more resources, they have been around longer. Or if you are the leader in your sector, in your industry, in your category, chances are you also have new companies coming into your industry, trying to take market share from you, trying to take customers from you, right? They offer different types of products. In business, we cannot avoid it. We are dealing with competition every day. So today I want to share with you some of my unique perspectives when it comes to dealing with competition and just the way I view competition. First of all, the competition that you think is your competition is not your only competition. What do I mean by that? Think about if, let's say, you run a local gym membership, right? You run a local gym and you sell gym membership, and you think you are competing with other gyms in your area. I could tell you that simply is not true. If that's the way that you look at the market, chances are you're going to lose because you underestimate the amount of competitions that you have. Because keep in mind, the customers that you're selling to, they only have so much disposable income that they could spend. So it's not just between choosing your gym versus other gym. It's also choosing spend money with you, spend money in fitness, investing in their own health, right? Versus spending money maybe at Crispy Donut, right? Or Netflix. You have to look at it that way because they only got so much money. If you want them to spend money with your business, you cannot just think about, I'm just competing with other gyms. That's a bare minimum, right? That's who you're competing with. So, way number 1, how do you compete? Number 1, keep your friends close and keep your competitions closer. Here's what I do. I study my competitions. I probably know my competition better than they know themselves. Right? I study them. I buy from them. Right? I talk to the people. I want to know what they're doing, what they're going to do, and how they're doing it. What are some of the best practices? So I study. I'm on their email list. I look at if they have videos, if they have social media. I follow their stuff. You have to know because how are you going to beat someone if you don't know what they're doing? It's very dangerous in business to think that, well, I don't need to know what they're doing. I just need to do my own thing, right? Well, but there's some things you can learn from your competition. So don't be so arrogant and say, there's nothing I can learn from them. No, I learn a lot from my competition. So that's the great thing about capitalism, right? That you can learn from other people. You can learn from your competition. If they are successful, if they're getting ahead, if they are getting customers, there's something that they are doing, chances are that you are not doing. It could also be they're providing a better service, a better experience, they're selling a better product, they've got a better team, whatever it might be. Competitions challenge you to be better. It challenges you to not get complacent. So it's not such a bad thing. So don't be so afraid if they put us out of business. Don't be so afraid of that. If they put us out of business, there's something wrong with us, right? We are not keeping up, right? We are not delivering enough value to the marketplace or solving the customer's problems the way that they want to be solved. So that's way number 1. Way number 2, and that is we want to study the competitions, at the same time, don't focus on them. Now you may be thinking, Dan, I thought you just said keep your friends close and keep your competitions closer. Doesn't that contradict with what you shared with me in point 1? No, study them, get to know them inside and out. Know the strategy, know their market, know how they're serving the customers, get their products, or spend some money with them. Right? Because you get the best education that you could get. At the same time, you focus a majority of your attention, focusing on how do I add more value to my customers? How do I add more value than anybody else? That's the key, right? Focus on your customers. So we study the competitions, but our attention, our focus, our energy, we spend that on how can we help our customers? How can we fulfill their needs better? You know, sometimes I have my entrepreneurs, my executives, my CEO friends, they come to me and they visit me and they see what I do, and sometimes they'll get a day behind the scenes and I show them some things that I do. Usually the universal response is, well, I can't do what you do, right? Oh my goodness, like, you know, how prolific you are and how much you get done, like how do you even do this, right? Like you have like multiple clones that are running around and to get this much done. Because the way I see it is this, that if someone can easily copy what you do, then you're not very good at what you do. Like I could tell people, and I share a lot of my best practices on YouTube, and a lot of people they ask me, well, aren't you afraid that people know your secrets of how you run a business? I said, well, here's what I do. Go ahead and try it. It's like Michael Jordan. Well, here's how I slam dunk and play basketball. You go ahead and try to be Michael Jordan. You can't.